Yeah. You know the vibes. It's time for that victory talk. We're going to talk about victory and y'all going to listen about victory. You know what's up. Let's get it in. We're going to talk about getting ripped for summer. We're going to talk about increasing your money, muscle, and mindset is going down. Let's get it. Yeah. What's up, man? You know the vibes. It's your boy, Big Brandon Carter. You know what I'm saying? This is Victory Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Big Brandon Carter, King Keto, Gymnasium Jesus, Jesus de Gimnasio. And I'm not alone. I'm here with the best podcast producer, full stack video guy in the game, the homie Nima.
What's
you know
up,
what I'm saying?
what's up?
Show him some love, man. Hey, everybody, your fam in Iran doing good?
Yeah, I talked to them today through phone.
You talked to them on the phone?
Yeah,
Good.
with regular old school phone.
Old school phone.
Not like FaceTime. It feels like that. It feels like that. It's just pure shutdown.
But they doing all right, man. They said
they're good.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So shout out to them. You know, we also here with we got man in the chat, taking care of the chat, making sure nobody talk crazy, get fuck around and get kicked out. We got Minovia DJ Chiquita Grande. You know what it is. She's gonna be reading your super chats. She's gonna be reading your super chats. Anything y'all send, man. We gonna get it in. All right. We got a few sponsors today, but I want to kick this off, man. There's something I want to show you guys. And this shit blew my mind. This shit blew my mind. Hold on, let me send it to you, man. I meant to have it ready, but I didn't. I meant to do it, but I didn't do it. All right. So this shit, I don't know if y'all seen this. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Y'all know we got the Secretary of War. It used to be called the Secretary of Defense, but that wasn't badass enough. So they had to change it to the Department of War, right? And the Secretary of War, he was giving a speech, man, this morning. You know, he's giving a little speech as Secretaries of War do. And he decided, you know, he's big on Christian stuff. You know, everybody's big Christian. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm a Christian. And but he said he was going to read a Bible verse. My man said he was going to read a Bible verse. That's what he said. Hold on, man. Where's the the airdrop failed. Hold on, man. He said he's going to read a Bible verse. And that's the wrong. Oh, it's the wrong. I said it to the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. My man said he was going to read a Bible verse. And he started reading. And let me, you know what? I can't do it justice. I gotta play it. I gotta play this Bible verse from our Secretary of War, Peter Hegseth. He said,
Ezekiel 25:17.
Ezekiel 25:17.
The path of the righteous man is specific.
Let me give you some context real quick. Let me give you some context. My man Pete said he's going to read a Bible verse. But it's not a real Bible verse, though. That's the problem. It wasn't a real verse. It's a scene from the movie Pulp Fiction where Samuel L. Jackson's character, Jules, made up this Bible verse, said it was Ezekiel something, but it's all fake. It's nonsense. But my man Pete, somehow Pete thought it was the real thing.
Ezekiel 25:17.
Ezekiel 25:17.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides.
The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides
by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness.
And to be clear, this is not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. It ain't in the King James Bible. It ain't even in the Trump Bible. You know, Trump be selling Bibles. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in no Bible, no religious text. This is only from the movie Pulp Fiction.
Blessed is he who in the name of camaraderie and duty shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness.
For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children.
Mm-hmm.
For he is truly his brother's keeper
Yeah.
and the finder of lost children.
I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
This motherfucker thought that that shit was really in the Bible. He could have fact checked this, man. He could have ran it through AI. He could have ran it through Grok, ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? Claude, you know, or reread the Bible, bitch, nigga. These motherfuckers is out here faking, man. Yo, I think there's a lot of motherfucking this the prompt. I think there's a lot of fucking fake ass Christians out here, man. Where they just be making shit up, man. All right. They just be making shit up, and they be using Christianity to, like, well, I ain't got to tell Nima. Nima's over here. Mm-hmm. Tell him. Yo, don't laugh too hard, man. Don't laugh too hard, bro. I feel like people use religion in general. I don't want to say Christianity. We use religion to justify anything, but this is clear. This motherfucker is not a real Christian. He's out here saying fake Bible verses. That's this administration is a shit show. Like, straight up, man. This whole administration is a shit show. It's a fucking shit show. Like, we ain't seen this kind of dysfunction in a long time. You know, like, say what you would about Biden, they were getting shit done, even though Biden was crazy as fuck. He ain't even motherfucker would probably forgot he was president. At least he put the right motherfuckers in charge. These motherfuckers, this shit is a shit show, man. Anyway, man, enough about them. Yo, we got 2 sponsors for this episode. One is I got an ebook. Which one we got in there? Which one is? Oh, man, I got an ebook or a free guide that's gonna show you how to grow your following using AI, artificial intelligence, right? And I'm gonna show you how to grow your following way faster. And it's specifically for people who want to be online trainers. If you're serious about building your online training business, this free guide will show you how to do it 100% free. Just click the link in the description. You can download it. It's going to teach you a lot. Also, dot repellent. Dot repellent is the easy to apply spray to keep the hose away. Because, man, once you watch this episode, I'm going to teach you how to get ripped. This episode, I'm going to get you shredded. All right? You're going to stop being fat if you do it. I promise you, if you do what I tell you in this episode, you won't be fat no more. All right? Some motherfucker just asked how long it take you to lose 10 pounds. Look here, nigga. I show you how to do it in less than 2 weeks. I know I'm not bullshit. It's not clickbait. You already here. I already got the click. All right. I'm about to show you how to do it in fucking 2 weeks or less. And I ain't gonna sell you nothing. It's free. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you all the game. Once you lose them 10 pounds, stop being fat. And then you get some money from the ebook I put in there. Now the bitch is gonna be all on you. You know what I'm saying? And not all women is good women. Some of them is thoughts. That's why we developed thought repellent. Thought repellent is the easy to apply spray to keep the hose away. All right. It's genetically engineered to only affect the DNA of thoughts, sluts, hoes, skanks, skeezers, Jezebel, scallywags, and hood rats. All right. We want to have this out. We about 2 weeks away from being able to have this out. About 2 weeks, Nima? Yeah, about 2 weeks. Okay, yeah. Trump said we can get our boats through because it's imported from Iran because we couldn't do this. We couldn't do the testing in the United States. Too many regulations and FDA. Thanks a lot, Biden. Thanks a lot, Obama. Right, but anyway, we got it done in the Middle East. It's gonna come through the Strait. 2 weeks if we get enough. If we get enough super chats. So all your super chats gonna go towards development of thought repellent. So we can get this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, someone asked what the retail price is gonna be. We gonna keep it affordable for you, brother. We gonna keep. But it's like, yo, listen, we want you to get to the point where it don't even matter. It's such a good product, you're gonna find a way. It's kind of like how crackheads, they find a way to get crack. Junkies, heroin junkies, they find a way to get it. They find a way, and that's what thought repellent is gonna be like. And once you see how well it works, you're not gonna worry about how much it costs, man. It's not something you're gonna be thinking about. You know, I think this is a super chat. Mm-hmm.
We have Crib.
What up, Crib?
Facebook Crib. Would you give Abraham Lincoln the pass to say it?
Is he talking about the fake Bible verse, or was that the N word? If I'm giving,
he sent this super chat at 5:23. So I think you know exactly what he's saying.
The N word. Would I give Abraham Lincoln the N word pass? You know what, man? You know what? After, yeah, because I'm thinking, right, like Abraham Lincoln, you know, the Emancipation Proclamation, you know, he freed the slaves, you know. He was the abolitionist even before he was president. I give it to him, but I don't even think he'd use it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember Abe, Honest Abe, he from Illinois, first of all, like your boy. And he was an abolitionist. He worked as an abolitionist to try to free the slaves before he was even into politics. You know, so I don't even think he would want to say it, you know, unless he just wanted to do that some clavicular clickbait. Some clavicular rage bait, you know. I don't think Abraham Lincoln would be streaming if he was around today. Personally. You know, clavicular overdose over the other day. You know, so he seems to be healthy. He's back, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to that brother. Yo, everything I know about this kid is kind of been against my will. Like all this information has been forced upon me. My algorithms just be dropping me off fucking anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm subscribed to CBS and then claviculars on this motherfucker. I'm like, God, what the fuck, man? This kid, he's viral, man. You can't escape him. All right, man, you know what? I'm just gonna watch CBS News. Claviculars on that shit. Oh man, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's go to World Star Hip Hop and see what they talking about. Fuck, claviculars on there overdosing. He's walking around Brickell. I'm afraid to go to Brickell, Miami now, man, because every motherfuckers with them Ray-Ban glasses. They run. I'm not a bad bitch, right? So they ain't gonna run down on me with the glasses like that. But I see motherfuckers like running down on people with the Ray-Ban glasses. Like, hey man, you look like a bitch, right? They would say shit to them, running down with it, and then like, oh, it's a prank. Man, I hope that never happens to me because I don't know how I react in other circumstances. I like to believe I stay calm and, you know, make everything, you know, because I want to set a good example for the youth around the world. But motherfuckers just run out and me talking crazy. Historically, I know how that story ends. But now I gotta look for the flash and Ray-Ban shit. I'm just gonna snatch that shit off your head. So that me, I'm snatching them Ray-Bans off your motherfucking bitch ass head, nigga. Dare you to do something about Anyway, somebody, we got a super chat. What's this motherfucker talking about, man? You got
all right. We have Angel says, "What Brandon Hope?" Okay, I think he said, "What up, Brandon? Hope you are well, big dog. Much cash reserves. Would someone need to start investing in stocks?"
Oh man, it's like it really just depends. You can invest in stock really with any amount, like straight up. It really depends on what your goals are and how long you need and what time you need to get your money back, you know. But yeah, listen, you can invest with $1,000 if you want. You know what I'm saying? It'd be difficult to make the right return unless you know some cool option strategies. There's things you can do with $1,000. Like you know, if you're willing to get a little risky. Like sometimes I'll take like some big fucking risk. You know, I'll be in there treating it like it's sometimes, man, especially earnings season when like a lot of earnings are coming out. I'm in fucking Robinhood app treating it like it's Prize Picks. You know what I'm saying? Treating it like it's motherfucking FanDuel, right? Gambling. $1,000 on $1,000 call debit spread. I mean, bull call credit spread on fucking Microsoft earnings, you know? Like I'll do shit like that, you know, and you can make it money. But if you want to invest, you don't want to trade. I think with whatever amount of money you have, man, you should start investing. If I was younger, like one of my regrets was not investing in the stock market earlier. Like honestly, I really wish I was invested in the stock market earlier. If you were to put $2,000 a month in the S&P 500, which has an annual return of about 10%, after 20 years, you'd have $1.3 million. Right. So if I would have started doing that when I was 20, I'd have an extra meal sitting somewhere, you know, and we can all use the extra meal. You know what I'm saying? And when I was, you know, I could scrounge up an extra $2,000, you know. I just wish I had the foresight to do that. Because I do it now for my son, you know. You know, I put some aside for him every month. But I wish I would have did it earlier. All right, my man said, he said, what platform you use? Anyone, man. I like Robinhood a lot. I really do. For investing, like long-term investing, I really like the Robinhood platform. I think their UI is the best user experience. If you want to trade, I'd pick something else. Like if you were actually like trading, you want to do some more sophisticated shit, I would use something else, a different platform. But if you're just investing, man, Robinhood is great for that. You know, honestly. All right, man. Listen. Should we? I think we should teach these motherfuckers how to stop being fat, huh? Do we got enough time? Yeah, we got enough time. Oh yeah. We got enough time. Y'all ready to stop being fat as hell? You want to get fucking ripped for the summer? Let's do it. Let's get into it. Summer's about 2 months from now, and some of y'all gonna walk into summer still fat. That's super whack. You guys gonna have your shirts on at the pool. Girls, you're gonna have no choice but to only date black guys this summer because you still fat. I don't want you to have to do it for that reason. You should do it because it's awesome. That's what my girl says. There was more jokes in there, but I don't want to piss her off. A fucking shoe come at me, a fucking sandal come at me from nowhere, out of nowhere. I want y'all. All right. I want y'all to be in the best shape of your life. I want you to get shredded. And in this video, I'm going to break down how you can lose up to 14 pounds of fat in 2 weeks. And I know that sounds like a crazy claim, but before I get into it, I should let you know I'm not trying to sell you anything. In fact, the protocol I'm gonna give you, I used to sell for $200, made a lot of money with it. I'm gonna give it to you for free. All right. And I'm not the only one who's done. I didn't just make this up. This is a protocol that has been proven to work. For example, hold on. Don't show it yet. Let me find it. All right. So this is my boy. This is my dog. This is my homie, white boy Brian. He did this protocol. Look how fat he was. Look at his fat face. And then after 2 weeks, he was shredded. In fact, we have his DEXA scan and shit too. Brian, we have his DEXA scan before and after. All right. But it's not just me and white boy Brian who've done this, right? I've talked about this before on the internet. I've given this protocol out before to people. And some people, one guy made a YouTube video about him doing this. All right. This protocol. And he lost, hold on.
Kilos. It's a shame.
He lost, hold on.
Kilos. It's a shame I couldn't do this diet while weight training because maybe the results would have been.
Hold on, wait a second. He lost, how much weight did he lose? This guy did it. He did a YouTube video about it. He lost 15 pounds in 14 days. His wife did it and lost 8 pounds in 14 days. All right. And he has a video about it. You might want to check it out if you have time. This guy right here. What is this? Streaming Fitness? The fuck that say? Standing Fitness. This dude is a British dude. All right. And I'm gonna just show you some of his results when he talked about his experience on this protocol.
And now I'm here just to prove myself wrong. And after completing day 14, I hit the lightest weight I've ever been in my adult life. 80
kilos, right? I mean kilograms, right? Which is this is about 15 pounds.
3 kilos. It's a shame I couldn't do this diet while weight training because maybe the results.
And you see the results. He got leaner. But here's the thing: he documented what happened after he went on it. Because a lot of people think when you go on this crash diets like this, you're gonna gain all the fat back. That's not what happened to Mr. Streaming Fitness.
But overall, I do feel like I got a lot leaner. But maybe I lost
a lot
of muscle too. But after the 2-week diet was over, this is where things got a little crazy.
He didn't lose muscle. It looked like he lost muscle. It was really glycogen, and so he was just flat. His muscles were just flat, and you'll see why when I break down the protocol.
And challenged everything I thought about fat loss. Most transformation videos stop at the end of the diet, but I didn't stop filming because I knew that the next 2 weeks
you have to put all this in the video.
Be even more important if I didn't want to regain all the fat back. So I planned a 2-week recovery diet. The first day, lean and unpredictably down. Each day, I felt like, despite my weight going up, I've got leaner. Yeah, I can tell my waist has gone down, my body fat percentage has gone down, and I look better despite my weight going up, which is really.
So he kept getting leaner after it, even though he wasn't dieting anymore. And this is the weird thing about this diet. He's not the first person to say this shit happened to me. And every time I've done this diet, and I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to say it because I felt like people wouldn't believe it. But now that, this white British guy said it happened to him, maybe you're going to believe it too. All right.
Interesting. My sleep return recovery diet worked really well. And I was able to.
Boom. Look at the recovery diet. Now he's shredded. He got his muscle back. His muscles are more full now. He did his thing. And it's not just him. So one of my students who I teach to grow their online fitness business, he's a fitness coach and he had some clients. And I was like, man, if you want to make a lot more money, why don't you just get ripped? Why don't you just do the 2-week Terminator diet? We call it the Terminator 2-week diet, right? And here's what this motherfucker said.
And 28,000 steps.
Well, let's go.
What if I told you that I lost 10 pounds in 14 days with the most extreme fat loss diet?
He lost 10 pounds in 14 days. Let me see if I can find this before and after. Okay, where is this shit, man? Oh, okay, I think he's got it over here. I don't want to see him in his underwear. Okay, here. Look like we're gonna see him.
Not gonna lie. It's crazy how much you can get done whenever you put all your mind and focus and power into one thing. So what I had done at the beginning of this year, which took me like 5-6 months of work, you
can't really see a big difference, but he has it here. He has his shit here, and he lost 10 pounds in 14 days. Right. All right.
At the end of the day, this wasn't even so much about fat loss for me.
Okay, bro. This is the good one. Like, you should definitely watch this. Maybe you can leave that out the room. Like, you should definitely watch this guy's video. My man, Sterling Fitness, because he did this. This is 14 days. All right, look at that. Come on, man. All right. So now here's the thing. This is gonna be the most difficult diet you ever did in your life. All right. And I'm gonna give you the whole sauce, but it's gonna be super difficult. Nothing easy about this, and it's gonna be rapid. A lot of times people, and it's gonna be way harder for you if you've been used to, these fitness coaches that say, "Oh, do something sustainable. Do something sustainable." Yo, man, that's straight up bullshit. That's some sucker shit. Yo, why would you want to have sustainable fat loss? To lose fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit, which is a mild form of starvation. Why would you want to sustain starvation? How about you just lose as much fat as possible and then sustain being fucking ripped? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to sustain a caloric deficit? It's so fucking stupid. But all these gurus, all these fitness guys are telling you to do that because they think you a bitch and or they bitches. Or it's a combination of the two, right? This is only for the people who want to do something super hardcore. All right. Now, let's dig into the diet. Okay, and then there's two parts to this. There's going to be there's 3 parts to this. All right. We're going to talk about the diet protocol, which is most important, the exercise protocol, and the supplements you need to make this happen. Okay. Let's get into the diet. The diet we're going to use is something called the protein sparing modified fast. Okay. And this was a diet protocol that was invented by doctors like mad long ago, because sometimes they would have to operate on a big fat obese motherfucker, like hundreds of pounds of person, hundreds of pounds of fat. And they can't, this motherfucker will have to lose weight before they can operate on them, because how they going to get through all that blubber? Right? How they gonna get through all that blubber? Like, doctors are used to using a scalpel to make incisions to get into, somebody's body parts to get the organs. To get these fat motherfuckers, you need like an axe or like a samurai sword to cut through all that blubber. So what they would do is they would need them to lose a lot of weight super fast, and that's why they invented this protocol called the protein sparing modified fast. And there's some studies on this diet that show that the participants in this study, they lose way more fat than traditional diets, but they actually maintain more muscle. If you have time, you want to read, you want to study it on your own, go ahead. This is the article. It's on PubMed. It's protein sparing modified fast, effective, safe, and it's safe too. Again, this is a peer-reviewed study saying it's safe. A safe approach to induce rapid weight loss. All right. Now, it was invented for severely obese adolescents, fat ass kids. The type of motherfuckers we used to throw our lunch food at. The motherfuckers who got picked last at basketball games. You would think this motherfucker could be a good goalie because he's taking up a lot of net room, but nah, he can't move enough because he's too fat. Them motherfuckers, But here, it also works for adults. If it's safe for fucking obese adolescents, it's safe for you too, bitch. All right. So we're going to put slight modifications on it for a bodybuilding context, right? Because maintaining as much muscle as possible is imperative. All right. It's very important. All right. So here's what we're going to do. The first part of this is we need to find out how much lean body mass we have, right? How much lean body mass we have. So you can go to, you don't have to show it yet, but you can go to ChatGPT. All right, let me put it on temporary chat. Nah, because I meant to get all this prepped. But I gotta upload a picture of myself looking shredded. Hold on. Come on, man. What are you doing? All right. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Bear with me. Accept. Save the downloads. All right. All right. So here's what you want to do, fatty. Oh, hold on, man. Let me find it. All right. You take a photo of yourself looking shredded. Dump it into ChatGPT. All right. You see, this is a picture of me with my shirt off looking shredded. All right. You can do something similar. Right. And then I say, yo, I say, I am 6'2" and 200 pounds. Estimate my body weight. No, I'm sorry. Estimate my body fat percentage. I apologize. Estimate my body fat percentage. All right. Based off the picture. It does a surprisingly good job at this, you know. All right, man. Based on the photo, you look roughly 8 to 10% body fat, clearly visible six-pack with deep separation, strong obliques and serratus definition, very lean, muscle without looking stage dry. I suggest 9% body fat based off the picture. All right, cool. All right. And, you know, and looking at the picture, that's a safe assumption. Look at, I got the fucking side abs that connected to serratus muscles. You know, I got the V cut. Damn. Sexy. Listen, guys, if you want to have some, listen, guys, if you got a girlfriend, rewatch this with her. If you got a girlfriend, rewatch this as her, right? So she can get wet enough to make love to you tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because you fat. That's why you're watching the video. Now, if you keep doing what I say, your girlfriend won't have to pretend that you me. She's gonna have a ripped version of you, man. That's what she really want. I'm crazy. All right. All right. So then I want to ask it. Okay. And it gave me my lean mass. If it doesn't give you the lean mass, you can just ask for it. Right. What's my lean body mass? Right. We'll split the difference. We're going to say 182. All right. You're going to take 182. 182 times 1.2. Oh, I'm sorry. 182 times. Oh, shit, man, this calculator's fucking up. 182 times 1.2. Boom. And that's how many calories you need. I'm sorry. That's how much protein you need to get per day. All right. 180, whatever your lean body mass is, times your body weight. I mean, take your lean body mass times 1.2. That's how much protein you need to get each day on this diet. Right. So for me, that's going to equal 281 grams of protein. All right. 281 grams of protein per day. All right. That's super high. That's super high. And here's the thing. Now we need, and after that, okay, that's how much. So do that math. Once you have that, then you got to worry about the fats and the carbs, right? Those are the three macronutrients. We want to keep the fats and carbs as close to zero as possible. This is why this diet sucks so much, because you have to have lean meats, pause, and you want to keep your fats and carbs super close to zero, right? This is not what traditionally what the ketogenic diet is. However, if you do this diet, when I did this diet and I tested my ketones, I was like deep into ketosis, like deep into ketosis. Like my shit was like 8 when my ketone levels were like 8, which is crazy high. All right. If you could put that in context, when your ketone levels are like at 0.5, that's considered ketosis. And my shit was at 8 when I was doing this. All right. So what do you eat to keep your fucking carbs close to zero and your fats close to zero? All right. Well, you can eat turkey breasts. I know, gross, right? Skinless chicken breasts. You can't eat the thighs or the legs. You definitely can't fry that shit. It's got to be baked, or you can eat the deli meat, right? Egg whites. You can't eat the yolk, right? And you can eat like fish, like white fish, like tilapia or something like that. And you can eat seafood, as much seafood as you want. Like I was eating a lot of lobster and shrimps, motherfucking scallops. Like that's like all protein. So any kind of seafood is good, right? And here's the thing. You're going to get some carbs, and where they're going to come from is green leafy vegetables. You can eat unlimited green leafy vegetables. Eat as much spinach as you want. Eat as much kale as you want. You can even throw in like broccoli and asparagus if you want. All right. Now, every time I say this, every time I'm telling people this diet, they say, man, yo, what about fruits though? I can't eat no fruits. No, nigga, it's not a green leafy vegetable and it ain't a protein. No fruits. All right. You can live without fruits for 2 weeks, bro. You're going to be all right. Without having something sweet in your mouth for 2 weeks. And you'll get enough fiber from the green vegetables, and you'll get enough vitamins from the green vegetables. Don't even worry about it. You get all the shit you need. Don't even trip. We're going to stay away from fruits. We're going to stay away from fruits for 2 weeks. It's just 2 weeks, bro. And here's the thing. Y'all don't eat that much fruit, man. You motherfuckers lying. I'm the only guy I know who eats fruit every day. I eat berries. You can eat berries on keto. Y'all don't eat that much fruit. 70% of Americans don't eat fruit, don't eat enough fruits or vegetables. So I don't want to hear you crying about the fruit. You can eat as much vegetables as you want. And the liquids you can drink, you want to make sure they have no calories. So you can drink water, black coffee. Black coffee is actually really good for you too on this diet because coffee has fiber. You know, so give you some extra fiber, and it has a lot of antioxidants. Coffee has more antioxidants than green tea. People don't know that. It's like it's one of the drinks with the highest amount of antioxidants. It's just not marketed like that. You know. Anyway, you can drink black coffee. You can put some no calorie sweetener, in there if you want. Plain tea. You can put some no calorie sweetener in there. Diet soda is all good. I know you motherfuckers is scared of aspartame. You's a bitch. Listen, I drink diet soda all the time. Coke Zero to be specific. And if I ever die, it might be from, I don't know, Velociraptor, maybe a Decepticon, or the NYPD. But it will not be from artificial sweeteners. If you die from artificial sweeteners, that's just Darwin, man. That's all that is. That's just natural selection, baby. You wasn't supposed to pass your bullshit genes on. All right. Survival of the fittest, baby. The creature that can adapt. Your ass couldn't adapt to stevia. So it's all good, man. All right. So you're going to eat that, right? The only thing we really care about is getting that protein and just keeping we're going to track everything you're eating, but we really want to keep the protein. We really want to keep the fats and the carbs as low as possible, close to zero, super close to zero. All right. And we just need to get at least we want to get 120 grams of protein. Now, this food is gross. What you're going to notice is that shit is gross without fat. Like fat is where flavor comes from, right? Carbs don't even taste that good on their own, right? Like if you ate rice without any sauce or anything, it's gross, right? If you eat potatoes without butter or sour cream or whatever, or frying it, it's gross. Like the flavor comes from fat. And same thing with meat. This shit is gross. What I suggest, egg whites. I was eating a lot of lunch meat when I did it. Go to the deli, get you some lunch meat because it's not as dry as like grilling a chicken breast and eating it without anything. But you can use sauces, like no calorie sauces. So hot sauce was something I used a lot of hot sauce because it has no calories, no carbs or anything. Most mustard's kind of gross to me, but some of y'all like mustard. Mustard has like no carbs or fats depending on the brand, right? But it's gross. It's gross, right? And and it's like hard to chew all this shit without sauces. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's like hard to chew this shit. This is the main reason this diet is so difficult, because the food is gross and you're not gonna feel great. I'll be honest with you, you're not gonna feel great when you're not eating carbs or fat. But you want to get ripped in 2 weeks or not, motherfucker. All right. Now, let's move on to the workouts. This is where it gets even more intense. If you thought the diet was bad, wait till you hear the workout. So here's what we're going to do. Most of you got an iPhone or Android phone, right? And it should count your steps. All right. You need to get 2,000 steps a day when you're doing this shit. I'm sorry. You need to get 20,000 steps per day. Now, some of you are thinking, man, how am I going to do that? I can't do that. So let me just show you something. Because I remember I made a video about 20,000 steps a day. And then Greg Doucette, he said, man, Brandon Carter's telling you to do 20,000 steps a day. Nobody can do that. And I mean, listen, I got a lot of love for Coach Greg, but it's like I'm about to show you if you a simple search on YouTube or 20,000 steps a day. Obviously, you're going to get my videos, right? But then you're going to see a bunch of people. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of people who've been able to do it. Like this white man did it. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. Look at this. Look at this old ass man doing 20,000 steps a day, right? This old man. This is a new one, right? I ain't even seen these. These are relatively new. This nerd did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, but shout out to him, right? Boom. Then we got women, little white women doing 30K steps a day, right? Look at this guy. This guy tougher than you. You tell, listen, man, if you say you can't do 20 steps, 2,000 steps a day, man, then if you can't do 20,000 steps a day, just remember this motherfucker think you a bitch. This guy right here. And there was some other one was like, yeah, man, like this old man was doing it, right? This older white lady, these tiny white women are doing it. So I just know if you can't do it, there's a tiny white woman who's knocking that shit out. There's several tiny white women who are tougher than you, stronger than you, got more mental fortitude, probably contribute more to society. All right. All right. 20,000 steps a day. Now we're already going to be in a deep deficit from the diet, because I think I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you get 20,000, if you get like, I don't want to do the math. How many calories? Yeah. How many calories is, I had to get we'll call it 220 grams of protein. Yeah. So we're going to if you do this right, you're going to get like almost 1,000 calories a day. Like, because you get some more calories from the vegetables and stuff, but you're going to be at around 1,000 calories a day. So you're already going to be in a deep deficit, right? Because, you're already going to be in a deep deficit. All right. And now we're going to add 20,000 steps per day. right? So because I'm already in this chat, I can just ask, it already knows about me. How many calories will I burn if I walk 20 steps a day? Right? Because it already knows my metrics. I spelled a few words wrong. That's the thing about AI. You can spell words wrong and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be in a deep caloric deficit from the diet, and then we're gonna add another at least around another 1,000 calories. This is why you're gonna burn so much fat, but you're gonna maintain more muscle because your protein is high. All right. Now, that's only week 1. Week 1, 20,000 steps. All right. Week 2, this is where it gets. If you thought week 1 was bad, wait till week 2. Week 2, you gotta get 40,000 steps. And the reason we don't want to start with 40,000 steps is, come on, man, you fat. That's why you're doing this shit, man. Like you gotta work your way up to that. Almost everyone who does this has to buy a new pair of shoes, sneakers, many times before this is over. Like, I think last time I did this, I went through 2 pair of sneakers, Nike Air Force Ones, black Air Force Ones, because I'm like that, right? Because I'm really like that. And I went through 2 pair of them motherfuckers, but I got fucking shredded. I got shredded, all right? And that's the only cardio we're going to do. Because our calories are so low, we're not going to be doing no high intensity cardio. We're not going to be fucking running around, sprinting and shit, jumping rope. Nah, man. We're gonna walk, because walking is one of the best forms of cardio to preserve muscle. All right. And it's light on your central nervous system, light on your joints, because we're in a deep caloric deficit, right? So this is the only diet. This is the only exercise we're going to do. I mean, this is the only cardio we're going to do. Now, we're still going to lift weights, and it shouldn't be. You don't have to. I'm sorry. When you're lifting weights here, we're not trying to build muscle. We're just trying to encourage we're just trying to encourage our bodies to retain as much muscle as possible, right? So we're going to do 3. You want to do 2 or 3 full body workouts. And when I say full body workouts, you're going to do 1 or 2 exercises per body part. Keep the reps around 8 to 12. Like lift kind of heavy, but you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go. Right. This is just, you want to move. We just want to encourage we want to lift heavy enough that it encourages our body to maintain more muscle. All right. That's the only thing. That's all we're doing. All right. That's all we're doing. 3 full body workouts. And if you don't know what should your full body workout should look like, be like, hey, man, make me a 3-day full body weightlifting routine. Lift based on the teachings of handsome YouTuber Brandon Carter. All right. And they'll give you one, ChatGPT knows me pretty well. All right. I'm more famous than you. All right. Unless, of course, I'm not, right? But anyway, and it's looking at my stats. You can do it all in the same chat, right? This is how one of the ways you can use AI to stay shredded. All right. And boom, now it's going to give you everything. This shit looks good to me so far. What I'm seeing, I like it. All right, cool. All right. Now, and that's it. That's that's the workout plan, right? That's the workout. Two or three full body workouts per week. 20,000 steps week 1, 20,000 steps a day week 1, 40,000 steps a day week 2. All right. And again, if you don't have time for it, just search on YouTube. People will do it, man. You'll see a bunch of fucking people, man, who are making you really look and sound like a bitch. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to supplements. Greg, you cool if we got a second to finish this off? All right, cool. All right. So the first supplement, now there's a few supplements here that are mandatory, and there are a few that are optional. Okay. Let's start with the mandatory supplements. First one is electrolytes. So when your carbohydrates are this low, you definitely got to have more electrolytes, right? Because low carb diets flush out your water. This is one of the reasons you lose a lot of water weight when you're on low carbs. But with that goes the electrolytes that your body has. And if you don't have enough electrolytes, you're gonna feel like shit. A lot of people say, "Man, I don't have no energy when I do keto," and they wouldn't feel that way if they got enough electrolytes. Right. A lot of times that's the only reason you feel bad when you do keto. You just don't have enough electrolytes. Right. So you want to get 5 to 7,000 milligrams of sodium each day. You don't have to be all at once. You can break it up. Right. You want to get somewhere between 1,000 and 3,500 milligrams of potassium each day. All right. And you want to get 300 to 500 milligrams of magnesium. All right. If you don't use this, you will feel like shit. I mean, you're not going to feel good anyway. All right. On this diet. But without this, like, you actually might hurt yourself without this. I'm just be real with you. Like, you might put yourself in danger if you don't get the electrolytes. And the way you can supplement this is you can just get some of those like LMNT shits, the shit Huberman be pumping every episode. I don't want to tell you to get that one because they don't pay me, but that's one you can get. My girl just bought Kylie Jenner's shit. Kylie Jenner came out with some, and apparently they're good. I don't know. But there's a bunch of different brands, all right? And but LMNT is probably the best one. Last time I did this, I just kept those around me. I drank 3 or 4 of those a day, and that covered my electrolytes. Fish oil is another one. So this is where we're going to get some fats from. Fish oil. You want to get 1 to 2 grams of fish oil because it's going to give you those essential fatty acids, right? Again, essential fatty acids are just that, essential, like you need them, right? So we're just going to we're going to just get them from this source, fish oil. All right, you can take a capsule, spoonful, whatever, right? And just take a multivitamin just to make sure you're getting enough vitamins each day. Right? You should be able to get enough from the green vegetables, but from my experience, I know some of you guys are just not going to eat a lot of green vegetables when you're doing this. All right, cool. Multivitamin. All right. Now it's time to turn it up a little bit. These are the optional ones, right? But highly recommended. Number 1 is caffeine. I'm a huge proponent of caffeine. Right? I take about 1,000 milligrams of caffeine per day. And I've been doing that since I was 16. No, I'm not going to catch a heart attack. I've had a EKG recently. My cardiovascular system is tip top, better than yours. I promise you, better than yours. I'll beat you at anything. And it's fine. You don't have to take that much, but you definitely need to take some I highly recommend caffeine. This is going to be super hard without caffeine. All right. And caffeine is going to do 2 things. It's going to give you, it's going to do a number of things. One is going to give you a lot more energy. And you're going to need it because you're going to be in a deep, deep, deep caloric deficit from the food and the walking, like a deep, deep caloric deficit. All right. So the caffeine will give you like more energy and it's going to suppress your hunger. Caffeine is a potent hunger suppression. Right. So you'll be less hungry because you're getting more caffeine. I suggest 2 to 3 milligrams of caffeine. 2 to 300 milligrams of caffeine 2 to 3 times a day, depending on your tolerance. Not everybody can handle that, right? All right. 2 to 3 milligrams, 2 to 300 milligrams of caffeine 2 to 3 times a day. 1 Celsius has about 200 grams of 1 Celsius normal size has about 200 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah. Or you just take a scoop of pre-workout with like 300 grams in it, right? That's still kind of light work. Let's take it up a notch. We're going to use a substance called ephedra. All right. Now, ephedra, when I was young, when I first started lifting weights, ephedra was in every fat burner supplement. We didn't have pre-workout wasn't out. It didn't exist in the 90s. So we had to take fat burners if we wanted to get like hype before a workout. And all of them had ephedra in it. And they don't put it in bodybuilding supplements anymore because some people died or something, right? But it wasn't a lot. It was like just a few motherfuckers that died. They had some pre-existing conditions, but whatever. You can still buy ephedra, and I'll tell you how to get it in a minute. But you need to understand why it works. So ephedra does 2 things. Does 3 things. 1, it's going to give you a ton of energy. I mean, like a ton of energy. I ain't never did cocaine, but if cocaine gives you more energy than ephedra, then it's too much. Cocaine is too strong. If cocaine gives you more energy than ephedra, then cocaine is just way too strong. And this is coming from the guy who takes 1,000 milligrams of caffeine per day for over a decade. All right. It's going to give you a ton of energy. And it's probably, as far as over-the-counter appetite suppressants, I don't know if there's anything stronger than ephedra. I'm talking about over-the-counter stuff that you can just legally get from a pharmacy without a prescription. I don't know anything stronger than ephedra. Right. And then ephedra is one of the few supplements that is actually proven to help burn fat. Right. So here's how it works. Fat loss is a 2-part process. It's lipolysis and oxidation. Lipolysis is when your fatty acids are broken down. Lipolysis is when your fat cells are broken down into fatty acids. Oxidation is when your body utilizes those fatty acids for energy. All right. It's been proven that ephedra actually increases lipolysis on its own. Right. So it helps you burn fat. It actually helps you burn fat. Right. So that's what it does. Now, how do you get it? It used to be in every fat burning supplement in the 90s, but it's not Hammer Time no more. All right. We ain't listening to Wu-Tang no more. All right. So what we do, how you get it, you go to the pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. You just go to in America. This is what you do. You go to the pharmacy, and then you go to the chick behind the counter, and you say, "Look here." You say, "Look here, baby girl. I need some of that Bronkaid," and it's this stuff right here. Bronkaid is an asthma medication, and all it has in it is basically just ephedra, right? It's asthma medication, and you just say, "Baby, let me get some of that Bronkaid." All right, and then she's gonna say, "Can I see your ID?" And then you're gonna give her ID. She's gonna make sure you ain't a fucking, I don't know, maybe you ain't Breaking Bad. Like I don't know if you can turn it into meth or I don't know. There's some reason they need your ID to see this shit. Then they give it to you, and boom, you're good. And you're gonna take 2 of these. You're gonna take with your caffeine. When you take your caffeine dose, you're gonna take 1 Bronkaid pill. So you're gonna take 1 Bronkaid pill 2 to 3 times a day. You got to start with 1. Start with 1 or 2. Assess your tolerance. If you feel like you can turn it up to 3, then do that. Me, I could take 3 and it'd be all good. But you guys are going to have to assess your tolerance. I would not take this past 5 or 7, depending on when you go to sleep. If you go to sleep at 10, don't take this shit after 5. It's going to give you a lot of energy. It's going to give you a lot of energy. All right. I took one right before this. That's why this shit is so lit. So I'm doing so well. And And this shit works really well. All right. And then again, this will make it so much easier. If I wouldn't do it without Bronchi, personally. It's optional, but I wouldn't do it without Bronchi because I'd be too hungry and too lethargic. Like I just wouldn't do it. All right. Take one of these, wash it down with a pre-workout, any brand that has over 300 milligrams of caffeine, and you're in good shape. All right. And the next thing you need is exogenous ketones. Exogenous ketones. And the brand I recommend is all right. I am not sponsored by these motherfuckers, but I do know the CEO. Like I know him personally, right? So take that for what it is, for what it's worth. This shit right here, Ketone Aid, is gross, man. It's gross. It tastes like what I imagine dumpster juice tasting like, like the juice at the bottom of a dumpster. I imagine that's what this shit tastes like. And it is gross. But it's going to do a few things. One, it's going to give you way more energy, and you're going to need it, right? Because it's exogenous ketones. So basically, when you're on a ketogenic diet, it's because they call it the ketogenic diet because when you're eating carbohydrates, your body converts that into glucose or glycogen, and that's the fuel your body runs off. In the absence of glucose or glycogen, your liver your liver will convert fat, either fat in your body or fat that you digest, into something called ketones, and that's the new fuel that your body runs off of, right? Now, there's an adaptation phase, right? Sometimes it takes like 2 weeks or longer to adapt to it, right? For your body to learn how to do it. So this is really good for anybody who's just starting keto, right? Because you don't have to wait for your body to just learn to start making ketones. You can just drink some, right? And it's going to be it's going to be really difficult to do this diet without this as well, because you're going to have more energy because you're taking exogenous ketones, and that's going to be a fuel source that your body can run off of, right? It's also a potent appetite suppressant. It's a very potent appetite suppressant, and it doesn't help you burn fat, but it does help suppress the appetite, and it will give you energy. And together, all three of these, I call these the keto illegal stack. The reason that is the Bronchi, right? If you're a collegiate athlete and you're drug testing you should check with people, see if ephedra's on the ban list, right? If you're in any job where they drug testing you, just see if ephedra's okay, right? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want you to get kicked off your NCAA team, because of this shit. But if you're just like me, you're just a guy, you can do this shit. Last time I talked about this video, peptides weren't as popular. There might be some peptides you can try, but every time I've tried a peptide, I've experienced no results. Like nothing. At least nothing good. Like I've had some negative side effects. But if you want to add retatrutide or all the other shit to it, you might find that beneficial, right? Especially like Reta or Ozempic. You'll lose your appetite, so it might make this even easier. Like any GLP-1 might make this significantly easier. But honestly, man, if all Ozempic does is Ozempic's a peptide, right? And all Ozempic does is like make you not hungry. But the keto illegal stack can make you not hungry. Like, I don't know if I want to be less hungry than this because I still got to get 200 grams of protein per day. So, it's good enough. It's good enough for me. All right. Now, after the 2 weeks, man, you should have lost somewhere between 10 and 14 pounds if you did it right, if you follow the protocol. Right. And when you're done with that, just go. When you're done with that, what you want to do is take your body weight in pounds, multiply that by 15. That's how many calories you're going to get. And it's that's going to be around maintenance calories. Just go back to normal, right? And make sure you're getting at least 1 gram of protein per pound of total body weight. And you take it from there. You can maintain that for the rest of the summer. You get what I'm saying? Just go back to your normal workout program, right? And to make no mistakes, this is a crash diet and it should not be sustained. You don't want to do this more than 2 weeks. All right. And it sounds unhealthy, and it probably is unhealthy if you do it for an extended amount of time. But you can do almost anything for 2 weeks and be fine. You can smoke crack for 2 weeks and you wouldn't find and you'll be fine. But the problem is crack cocaine, from what I understand, is habit forming. You know what I'm saying? It's habit forming. So 2 weeks of this, you'll be fine. You won't die. You're going to be in great shape. And tons of people have done it. All right. And also check this out. If you are already in good shape, or if you're already in good shape, I got a free guide that show you how to grow your online fitness business. Go check that out. I've taught over 15,000 people how to grow successful online fitness businesses. And a lot of my students, they come in, they're not in the best shape. They know they kind of flop. They know they're kind of fluffy. A lot of them go on this protocol, get fucking shredded, and then they start their business, you know, when they join. And it's cool because they have a cool before and after, right? And there's methods we teach them on how they can actually monetize their journey while they're doing it if they document it right. Anyway, if you want to learn more about that, click the link in the description, and let's get it, guys. All right, man, yo, I know there's some super chats, but first let's do the market update. Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy, Big Brandon Carter, King Keto, and I'm here with Young Candlestick, man, Series 65 certified market technician. What's up, homie?
We have market all-time highs.
All-time highs.
Yep, all-time highs. Did you guys know that this is the NASDAQ's longest green streak since 2009?
Wow.
12 consecutive green days in a row. And
That's
remember
insane.
the last time we were breaking down the fear and greed index? It was at extreme fear. And I was saying most of the time, usually within 6 to 9 months, if you buy stocks when we're at extreme fear, you're very likely going to be making money in the long run. Okay. So that's what's going on right now. We have what's called the catch-up trade, where this is one of the sharpest rallies in history. There's a short squeeze and a gamma squeeze. And when you're,
because that was a new low, that was lower than when Trump said it, good time to buy, right?
No. When Trump said it was a good time to buy, that was exactly April of last year. So,
okay, my
fault. Trump said it was a good time to buy. Literally an hour later, the market rallied 10% in one day. NASDAQ up 15% in one trading. This is on an ETF. Okay. This isn't a penny stock.
It didn't go that far down. All right, cool.
No. We barely kind of pulled back. We didn't even really like retest like former all-time highs. We stopped short in front of it and then just blasted off. It's tough to be buying up here, but it is bullish. Now, we could see a short-term pullback. You know, the RSI is overbought, you know, on the daily. Went straight from oversold to overbought in 12 days. So we could see a pullback. There's really no signs of it right now. And the biggest reason the market's going up is it's the catch-up trade. Because when you're a fund manager or a hedge fund manager, you are compared against the benchmark. That's all the clients give a shit about. They're like, why am I putting my money with you when I could just buy SPY?
I could have just bought S&P 500. Yeah.
I could have just bought VU and not have done any single work, have low fees. Why are you managing my money? So if the S&P 500 starts to rally and they're behind, they're going to start buying up growth stocks. You know, they're going to start buying up stocks like HIMS. You know, we bought HIMS calls yesterday, the 22 strike calls. $60 turns into 670. So HIMS stock up 28% in just 2 days. These small cap stocks are starting to take off. Rocket Lab, RKLB, this is starting to take off. I think Rocket Lab is just the beginning. So I think that this stock could bust up to 140. Okay. This is a higher risk, higher growth type of trade, but I think the stock goes up 50, 60% by the end of the year, but it could happen sooner. Okay. So we're seeing that happen a lot. S&P 500 doesn't give a shit about higher oil prices, and oil prices
doesn't seem to.
No, oil prices are starting to come off just a little bit. It's basically pricing in that the war is going to be over. even though it's not. It's not
Even
over.
though it's not. Yes. No, it's not over.
Not over. Nothing really has changed in the past few weeks. Besides, stocks just got tired of selling off. They're like, well, where else are we going to put our money? Time to chuck our money in stocks.
All-time highs is crazy off of that, during the war.
Straight from overbought to oversold. I was saying there's a decent chance that this is the low for the year, and I updated my probabilities. I just didn't think it would happen in 2 weeks. I thought I'd have more time to really press the bullish positions, but luckily, on like longer term trades, you just kind of hold through this pain, and it's tough to get long within the middle of this rally because at any point in time, it could have broken down. Every time that the market wanted to break down, just as it's about to break down, that's the best entry for longs. Just as it's about to break down, best entry for longs. We had a gap down. Okay, are we going to reverse off of the P stocks? No, that was the best entry for longs. So they're orchestrating these short traps, these bear traps all over the place. So basically my forecast is a short term. It's pretty risky to be buying up here, but this shit could continue to go higher. But if your time horizon's long enough, 1-3 years, I think this is a great spot to buy, stocks, long options, you name it. Brandon and I gave you guys one of our favorite stocks on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft.
We talked about it.
We were talking about it down here at 370 when it had no love. We were talking about
nobody was showing it any love.
Microsoft had one of its best weekly performances, up 13% in a single week. The week's not even over. 13% in a single week. I still think that I think that Microsoft is bottomed here. I think 356 could be the low, maybe even the all-time low. That's pretty daring to say.
Whoa.
Anything can happen, but that could be it for Microsoft. So we can take a look at Google. Google's one of my largest holdings. Still love the stock. Just it's really tricky to be buying, but you could be buying these bull flag breaks. Google, if you could get shares near 305, that's great. It does have earnings on April 29th. Amazon. I think Amazon sees $300 a share by the end of the year. It's at 250 right now. So Amazon, a big thing that you want to think about is what's your risk versus what's your reward. It's tough for me to calculate the risk because the bid is so strong. So basically what I'm saying is the entry points are tough, but if you're willing to ride through some pullbacks, you're likely going to end up on top. NBIS. This is my favorite AI data center
like
stock. Stock is up 90% in 2 weeks.
Woo.
Yeah. It could be topping out just a little bit short term here, but just wait for those retest points. 140 NBIS. Okay. Netflix reported earnings today. Netflix reported earnings. They did shit the bed. Dumb.
Whoa.
Yeah. Down almost 10%.
Was that was after hours?
Yep, that's after hours.
God damn, 10%.
Yep.
In like 2 hours.
Oh yeah. I mean, instantly, as soon as the algorithms read that report, they just dump it. They can do this at any point in time too with the broad market. They can rally the S&P 500 2% in 2 minutes as well.
Yeah.
So those algorithms definitely have an edge, but Netflix isn't a huge weight in the overall market. Netflix, it's not my favorite growth stock, but it's not the worst. It's just going to be a part of the NASDAQ. Netflix tends to underperform during the summer months. I wonder if that has to do with people are spending more time outside.
People outside, man.
TV. Yeah.
But then again, it's like that shouldn't affect their like revenue, right? Because people don't cancel their membership because it's summer,
It's tough to say, if the consumer is really hurting, they're going to cancel the Netflix subscription for the summer. It's tough.
That's some shit we should look at, man, because there's a lot of like, I don't know, man. Some of the consumer sentiment is like, doesn't align with all-time highs in the stock market,
It doesn't. No, the consumer is extremely weak. They're maxing out their credit cards. The market just doesn't give a shit because Wall Street cares mostly about semiconductors. Maybe a bit of software. Semiconductors busting out all-time highs. They were making all-time highs before the market rally. And that's just such a huge weight. on the broad market, it doesn't really matter what's happening with these smaller stocks. Nvidia looking bullish. You know, it could break out over this $200 per share level, bust out over 212. I think it can see 240, maybe in 1 to 3 years, 300. So Nvidia is still looking bullish. Even Tesla got some love. Tesla has been relatively weak for a long period of time, but it's still not at all-time highs. Yesterday, call options on Tesla, $100 turned into $2,000. So basically, like almost every single day for the past 2 weeks, call options have absolutely been printing. And, you know, Tesla's still relatively weak. I think it's a short if it gets up to like 420 to 430, but I wouldn't stay away from a lot of shorts right now. Bears just keep getting cooked. Okay. You know, I do have a long list and a short list. You know, cruise lines are still
let's go.
weak. CCL, if you're looking for bearish trades, CCL puts. Okay. This will continue to be weak until the war is over. Okay. So Carnival Cruise, you guys know I've been all over Jets puts. Jets dropped 15%. Didn't break the bear flag lower, but it didn't really exit that. But it's still relatively weak. So Jets puts. Financials are slightly weak, but it also is going to be correlated with the market. But this is a good location for shorts. Buying in the money puts on XLF if you want to hedge a portfolio. Brandon,
XLF
you brought
puts.
up what?
XLF puts.
Yeah, I would if I were to do this, I might not even take this trade, but I would go something like end of May, buying in the money, you know, 53 put. It's gonna cost you $167. If XLF drops like 3 or 4%, that'll turn into like $400 to $500. 167 into 500. You know, that's one thing to look at. Brandon, you brought up this trade, CMG. It's starting to get a little bit up there, and it's relatively weak. Chipotle puts could be in play.
Yeah. I think so. They're not really participating with the rest of the market, you know?
No, it's just
weakness.
It's getting a pity buy.
Yeah.
Like it's just getting yeah. The only way this is going up is it's just getting dragged up with the market. It just happens to be with the broad market. And then of course,
guys, if you have any questions about any stocks, securities, ETFs, whatever, leave a super chat and Greg will answer it.
You got it. My last short idea is Roblox. Just let it get overbought on the RSI and the daily. Boom. That's an easy setup. Buy a put option a few months out, collect on the drops. In terms of long setups, though, I still like Latin America, ILF. I think that this can go 10 to 20% higher from here by the end of the year. Great place to park your cash. That's not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. You guys know I gave Amazon $300 price target by end of year. HIMS, if you're looking for a wheel, I do like HIMS. The volume is showing some institutional participation right here. So they're getting involved on this breakout. So HIMS, maybe you sell something like a 22 strike cash secured put or like a 25 strike cash secured put like a month out. If you get a sign, great. You can sell covered calls. Target like the 30s. Yep, I like HIMS. At least just sell it for the wheel. I'm not expecting it to like triple or anything like that, but I do think it could get up to like 32, 34, 35, 36, which is a 36% move from here. It is a volatile stock, though. It could drop 10% in a single day. So just mind your risk there. Biotech, XBI Biotech, breaking out. I like this for longer term. Okay. EEM, emerging markets. I think this can outperform the S&P 500 over the next 2 to 3 years. EEM, emerging markets. Better than SPY right now, in my opinion. Okay?
Really?
Yep. So that's emerging markets. We talked about Rocket Lab. Lithium I've been talking about for a while. The entry's just, it's too high to buy, you know? And then, of course, I'm still heavily long on copper, CPER, and then COPX. Okay. Chart formation looks like it could go sideways for a bit, but I do think that these can go on a good run. It's just, does it go on it from here, or does it need to pull back a little bit first before bouncing? So that's what I'm seeing right now on the market.
Right.
What questions do you guys got?
I got a question. What are you thinking about Google right now? It's about to hit all-time highs. I know that's happy. It's good for you because that's your number one holding.
Yeah, NBIS has actually grown into my largest holding now.
Really?
Yeah. But Google I still love. Google's one of those things where it's so hard to be buying at 340. I'd say you got to buy 322 if you don't have enough Google, and then 305. So these little support levels, those are really the only entry points.
They have earnings later today. I mean, later this month.
Yeah, it might be worth a gamble.
It might be worth a gamble, man. We have to gamble on it.
I have lost money on buying calls on Google.
Oh no, like listen, just to be clear, that's not advice. Like when if we're doing anything over earnings, it's not what you should do. Yeah. Like when we're fucking around on earnings, it's the equivalent of going on FanDuel or fucking Prize Picks or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we were literally gambling with the stock market. Microsoft has earnings on that same.
A good company, right?
Microsoft has earnings on the same day.
I know.
Yo, man, it's so crazy. Yo, it's been so crazy. We were talking about Microsoft like last week, and then as soon as it went up 12% after that.
That's one of the biggest rallies in that time period in Microsoft's history.
Yeah. We were telling people, like, I went on a tirade. I was talking about, I dug into their financials and shit. I was saying everything. I was bringing up charts saying, man, they make most of their money off cloud computing.
Exactly.
This shit is underpriced.
Heavily underpriced. Microsoft fair value is $700 to $800 per share. I think it at least gets up to something like $480, especially by the end of the year. So
this is my favorite tech stock, like long term, like if you're doing a long time brand, and I say favorite not because I think it's going to have the biggest gains, but I think it's the safest play.
Yeah, risk adjusted.
Yeah, risk adjusted is my favorite. Like this shit that's going to go bigger, but it's like adjusted for risk. This is my favorite stock, like from this level, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's just another higher low within the trend count. It would be concerning if it broke 356. I don't see it happening with the market just refusing to drop even a single day. So yeah, I like that. Risk adjusted, Microsoft, very, very steady. If I had to like rank like the tech stocks, I should do like a tier list of the.
You should do a tier list. Yo, that's a good video.
Yeah, should do like a tier list, but it'd be like Google would be like number one, then it would be Amazon for me, then Microsoft. Okay, then it'd be Nvidia for now. Nvidia's decently strong. Meta's not doing the best, but it's not doing bad.
Yo, hold on. Can I tell you what? Oh, keep going. No,
I'm good. You go.
I was thinking about Claude, and you said they got. I know you seen they said they got this new Mythos, this new model that's so crazy they can't even let it out, man. They had to call religious leaders to see what they should do with it. Right? You seen all this? I think that's bullshit. Like really. I think the CEO of Anthropic is, and I'm a fan of Claude, right? I use it all the time. But I think the CEO of Anthropic says shit like this as marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, because they have an IPO coming up, right? And if they say that they got the fucking Skynet level shit, the Skynet level Terminator 2 shit, then it's gonna help with the IPO, right? And then everybody can cash out. It's gonna watch. It's gonna be an epic rug pull, man. Watch. It's gonna be an epic rug pull. I'm not saying it won't go back or it won't recover long term, but initially that's just gonna fucking drop its first week. Watch. Because all them investors, they got their billions tied up, they're gonna cash out. You know what I'm saying? Watch. I bet fucking anything.
Almost every IPO, what happens is everybody just hypes in for like the first few minutes. It goes through like a huge ass spike and then it just dumps
Yeah, because the motherfuckers who've been investing for years, they can finally get liquid.
Yep.
From the seed rounds, the angel investors, the seed round, Series A, or Series B, right? They're ready to get their money back. You know?
Yeah. And usually it's at such a high premium, it's almost always overvalued at the IPO price.
Yeah.
Always. So that could be really interesting to trade when it comes out. You know, I made a good killing on Coinbase. You know, I just made like $2,000, nothing crazy, but like I'm just day trading the pump and I'm just trail stopping it up. And then I'm so glad that I got out literally like at the high because it dumped like 90% after the IPO.
Yeah, just search, guys. If you don't believe me, search Anthropic Mythos bullshit. I'm telling you, man, stuff comes up, right? I really think it's about the IPO, and I think they're people are losing their jobs because of AI, but we also got to remember that Claude specifically Claude, Sonnet, and Opus is way more expensive than it really is, right? We're getting charged way less, right? And the venture capitalists are subsidizing us, right? So Uber was like that at first. When Uber first came out, it was super cheap, and the venture capitalist money they were subsidizing people, like making it cheaper, so it became a part of their life, so they can get market share, and that's happening with Claude, and specifically with Claude because Opus and Sonnet are so expensive, right? Like they're more expensive models to run than some of the other ones, and they're not gonna do that forever. Right? They're not gonna do that forever. Like just like Uber, the prices normalize, and you know you start, but it was super. Y'all might not remember. Y'all might not have been outside. It was super cheap, but that's because the VC they got to get their money back.
Get everybody use your product, get people hooked on your product, make sure people need your product, then jack up the prices. They do that with nicotine, with alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. Just watch the dump when that shit goes public.
That would be a fun live stream.
Yeah. That would be
on
fun.
YouTube.
Yeah, listen. I got a strong thesis, man. I'm gonna buy some puts the moment I can.
The problem is the option chain usually doesn't open up after a few days to a few weeks, and the shares are hard to borrow.
Yeah, we just got to try to short immediately.
As soon as the option chain opens up.
Yeah, somebody said facts, man. I went from Manhattan to Brooklyn for $4 back then.
Damn, nice. That's a good deal.
That's a fucking great deal. That's just gonna be a cool $40 today, man. but that's what it is, right? And they're not gonna subsidize this shit forever, bro. So like, I don't know. Anyway,
take a look at the Circle IPO, Brandon. Stock goes from 65 up to 350% in 2 weeks. Goes from 300 down to 50, 83% drop. It took a while.
Yeah. Now, Anthropic got so much hype, like so much hype. We'll see, man. But it might just. We'll see if institutions want to get in there. But like the early investors, they're going to be getting their money out, man.
Yeah, they're at least going to take.
Look at Lemonade. Go pull up Lemonade. I remember their IPO. They had a bunch of VC. They're doing a lot better now. But Lemonade, look at the IPO.
50 up to 200,
bro.
200 down to 10.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's normal shit when these like big tech companies have to, because the VCs and the angel investors have to get their money back, so they start liquidating.
Oh yeah, they're like, finally, I can get out.
Finally, I get some fucking cash, man. Coinbase, go to Coinbase.
Yeah, Coinbase was another one. Coinbase literally IPO'd, opened up at 290. I traded this all the way up to 427. Goes from 427 down to 31. Coinbase dropped 91%.
Right, that's people that's the people liquidating. Then it's starting to recover, and it's like it never got up to those highs again, but it got close.
It did go from 31 to 444, but you got to let people let everybody get their ass whooped first before buying.
So just watch out, man. Watch out with that shit.
Yeah, don't always go based off hype. Manage your risk, know your key levels. Make sure you know your time horizon too. The same thing happened with the Facebook IPO. It dumped hard for a long period of time after the IPO. Went from 43 down to 17. That's not even that bad. But then from 17, then it actually grew into a large cap company, a good large cap company. IPOs are fascinating though. There's a lot of opportunity because there's a lot of supply and demand. The price is moving really well at the beginning. It's got the volume, the eyes on it. So if you're a sharp trader, IPOs are actually pretty interesting to trade.
I like it. All right, man. There's no questions for you, Greg, man. Listen, guys, if you want to learn more about, did you guys keep trading today?
Yeah, let me share some of the wins today. So here's Alan. He turned $40 into 400. So
come on, man. Cool. This is from Victory Trades. If you want to join Victory Trades, hit the link in the description.
Yep. Yesterday, I alerted HIMS calls, the 22 strike call. It costs $66. That's all you needed in your trading account to buy this. $66. Chris turned that into $397. So that was a $396 gain. Pretty cool. Some nice Microsoft calls, 138 into 291. Iron Condors, Prezi making 3.6K.
Come on, Prezi.
Here's another HIMS call, $50 into 315. That was a trade alert. Okay. $50 into 148. You guys can see this is just our morning live chat. Right over here. I had a small green day. Brandon, you didn't have a trade today, but you did really well yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't. My setup wasn't there today.
Yeah, the market really didn't give a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
But
it came after. Like I kept the chart up, but it was just like
yeah. Yeah. So come join Victory Trades. Come check it. Come trade with us live. We got a lot of new members last night. Come meet the new members. This is a good time to join.
Come on, man.
It'll be beginner friendly. It'll be a good time.
Awesome, man. Listen, guys, if you want to join Victory Trades, you get Greg's trade alert straight to your phone every day, and you can trade futures with us live every morning. And we trade at the market open, and we'll show you how to get a funded account. We don't trade with our own money when we're day trading. We'll show you how to do that. Click the link in the description. All right, let's go.
Peace.
All right, I got a bunch of super chats. We should answer them. Is DJ Chiquita Grande here?
Yes.
All right.
I gotta let Greg leave, and then I gotta add myself and DM.
I got you.
All right, we got Mr. Out of Context.
Huh?
Mr. Out of Context says, "What platform do you use to trade?"
Is that Kirby?
Yes, it is.
All right. That's Kirby is who DJ Chiquita Grande used to use in Smash Bros. Till I kept fucking her up, and she had to switch.
You talk a lot of ish.
Yo, man.
That is a lie.
Yo, I ain't never lied about Smash Bros. I ain't never lied
about Smash Bros.
I ain't never lied about Super Smash.
What platform do you use to trade, bro?
If I'm trading like futures, I'm using Ninja Trade. Ninja Trader when I'm trading futures for sure. I've used Webull. I've used Thinkorswim, Schwab, but I was using it back when it was TD Ameritrade, and yeah. But Robinhood is good for like investing. You can do option stuff with it too. But it's like the way I trade futures. You can trade futures in options. You can buy futures. So I've swing traded some futures in Robinhood, but when I'm day trading, it's high frequency, man. High frequency. All right.
Kirby also asks, how do you get more views on YouTube?
It's a good fucking question, man. It's a good fucking question. You know what, man? It's like I was never like in my whole history, I was never like the guy who really went viral a lot. I just went with volume. Like volume was the main play for me. Volume, especially it was way easier when I first started because then you could just do search engine optimization. because people search on YouTube. It's really about. I'll tell you what I do know. The most important part of YouTube videos is the title and the thumbnail. Like it's the most important part. It's more important than the editing. It's more important than what camera you use. Like it's not even close. The title and the thumbnail, and yeah, yeah. Title. You got to get the title and the thumbnail, man. So I knew a kid I used to work with. I used to manage him, and he was a big YouTuber, and he got like 1 million YouTube subscribers in a year. And he said, "Man, I make sure I have the title and the thumbnail before I even start on the video. Like I do that before I even start on the video, any content. Like the title and the thumbnail is the most important part. So focus on that. Try to get it, at least one video out a week. Like frequency is important. How often does Mr. Beast post? Dr. Beast? Once every couple of weeks. Yeah, but his shit is like huge productions. He's making little movies. I ain't never seen a Dr. Beast video, man. I mean, Mr. Beast.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never seen it, man.
Have it in different languages.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the target market. I don't think I'm the target market, But yeah, for me, it's been frequency, focus on titles and thumbnails. All right.
We have Dream Hopper says, made $400 today in the market. Young Candlestick was cooking.
Hey,
Told
come
my
on.
coworker about your channel. Can you give him bulking tips? Thank you.
Yo, what's up, Dream Hopper? What's up, Dream Hopper's co-worker? If you want to start tracking your calories and your macros, brother, all right, you want to make sure you get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Take your body weight in pounds, multiply that by 20. That's how many calories you get per day. So you got to track it. What you do is you download MyFitnessPal, pay for the fucking premium. Stop being a broke ass, right? Pay for the premium MyFitnessPal. You can start tracking everything you eat. And yeah, hit your calories and your macros. Do 2 to 3 full body workouts per week, or you can do an lower body split, or you can do push pull legs. That's the most I would split up my workout. And hit every body part at least twice a week. You're gonna be in good shape, homie. I think I broke it down.
We have A1 Steak Sauce G. What's up, BBC? I'm selling lead gen conversion optimization to plumbers and HVAC companies. Any tips for getting past gatekeepers? Thanks, bro.
Getting past gatekeepers. Oh, so is he cold calling? Sounds like it, right? It sounds like he's cold calling if he needs to get past gatekeepers.
He would go and optimize their system for them, I think.
Yeah. But
the gatekeeper to sell the service.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's cold calling or he needs to get past.
Incentivize them.
Yeah. I don't know where you're at. If you're just starting out, then what you need to do is you need to make sure you can get some testimonials first, So you might have to do that shit for somebody. If you don't have testimonials, then you need to do that shit for free for a few different companies until you can get some testimonials and get them some results, and then you can market those testimonials and results to them. And as far as getting past the gatekeepers, I don't know. I've never done cold calling. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never thought about it. Marketing, B2C marketing, B2B marketing is a little different. You can also try ads, too. Like they out there. Like they own the owners or the marketing directors are on that shit too. You can go on LinkedIn and look for like the fucking people who are in charge over there, unless they're like super small companies. I think I would need a little bit more information. I got these big companies, small companies, and I need to know where you're at. If you don't have testimonials, you need to get testimonials. I think so. That's going to be the first step, man. Do it for free for some people and get some testimonials, and then lead with that. All right.
We have Angel. Just got an Oura Ring. How accurate is it for steps?
I think it's pretty good. Seems pretty good. I use it. I think it's pretty solid. DJ Chiquita Grande got one. What say you?
I like it. It's pretty accurate with pretty much everything. My sleep, my stress, my naps.
Yeah, same shit. Yes, same here. Yeah, like sometimes, yeah, it tells me, oh man, you took a nap, huh? it gave me a notification like, oh, you took a nap, huh, motherfucker, huh, bitch, nigga, you was sleepy. Get your ass up and get to work, ho. What else we got?
We have Steven. Yo, BBC, I've been stuck at 245 times 3 on the bench for more than 3 months. How do I get to the next level? I eat 1.3 grams of protein per pound of body weight.
Okay. So that's good, because that was what I was going to say. Sound like you hit a little plateau. What I would do, what you can do is there's these just like he's stuck at what? Oh, for 3. Okay. You can try different rep ranges, right? So maybe you can maybe lighten it up a little bit and do like 6 or 5, like 5 sets of 5, make it a little lighter. Or or go heavier and do like singles. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to give your body some different stress, but you can still stay with those muscle fibers that work in that 1 to 5 range, the fast twitch muscle fibers. And that's one thing you do. You can also get like they make these plates that are like 1 pound or like, you know what I'm saying, 2 pounds, like little bitty plates, right? Try slapping one of those on there on each side, right? And just going up a little bit, like going up in like real increments. Like, let me see if I can find this. You know what I'm saying? 1 pound plate. Yeah, man. They make these sure. They make these like 1 pound plates. Or this is 125, right? Slap those on there and do 3. Now you're doing like some progressive overload, but it's like super smaller, right? Like a lot of people will use these to like build strength, like small, you know, right? Because if you can do one of those, then you're not stuck at that no more. You went up a little bit. But I also like switching the rep range up a little. So like try 5 sets of 5, try some singles, you know, and then come back to 3. All right.
We have Cyberberries. Why Wild Planet when there's so many sardines?
I don't even eat the Wild Planet no more. What's the name of the brand I get? DJ Chiquita Grande? She walking over there now. Yo, this new one, this is better than Wild Planet, man. This is that shit. It's the new shit.
This one is Brunswick with the
Brunswick?
Yeah, Brunswick. BRUNS Wick.
These are better, man. Get the Brunswick. We moved on. All right.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, get it in the olive oil, man. Extra virgin, you know? Extra virgin. That's what happens. Ain't that what that's what you get when you if you blow yourself up? You get some extra virgins. That's what I heard. Yo, this has been another episode of Victory Talk Podcast. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, click that link in the description. Download the free ebook to show you how to grow your online fitness. We show you how to grow your following in your online fitness business with AI. Links in the description. It's free. Holla at you.